because Omega Esports, I'm a fan of these like extra.
Jungle. So let's load up into the game, and this is the first of Season 7.
Here we go. Execration versus Omega Esports. Despite the nail biter question, will the king play? We find him now. His first game in the MPL with a new kingdom, a new army.
The new army to command. There you go. That was a great one, man. So going into this one, as we said earlier, this Lunox can flex all the way through, but again, will be controlling the mid lane area. Priority over that Leaf of Wander are going to be going over to Omega for now.
Again, a lot of people speculated that in the early game, the first clash might happen at first, but Execration showing great discipline.
Yeah.
Execration showing it's not our fight, so we won't force it. Hayes here on the Valier. That's going to be a support Valier, position 4. A lot of local players would call. While Heath, there you go, Speaking Devil, plays the tank Matilda. Now Kelra going 1v1 against Toshi. How do you feel about this matchup? The Alice versus the Baksha.
I mean, Kelra's gonna have a great time here. Not only does he clear waves very quickly, he can rotate really quickly as well. Compared to an early game Alice, he's going to be able to do a lot more.
Yeah, and right now, here we go. Kelra rolling in, pushing Heath right out. As Execration tries to secure their own purple buff, Kiel VJ struggling to keep it. He does have the orange, a little low. Health, less than half E2 max, and Kiel VJ is. Finally secures it, gets the health. Rockheart, up top, it's going to be the Paquito versus the Yu Zhong. Again, I love how it looks like a 1-3-1 all over again.
Yeah, 1-3-1 is a great great place to be at. It results in a lot of fights, right? Because you got a lot of people grouped up. The tendency is you want to go.
Yeah.
You want to go. You see someone alone, you see two people alone, you want to go.
Yeah.
But for the meantime, though, again, they're still playing it a little bit more, I would say a little bit more controlled than I want them to. Especially Execration, because I was expecting them to really pop off.
Yeah, here we go. Chaknu going to be using here the Cyclone Eye. Catches a deadly Magix right from Hajizi. They go for the first turtle here. 2 minutes, 20 seconds in. Heath pops the Wisps. Chaknu looking low. Here we go. That's going to be the Black Dragon form by Curtizi. Hajizi secures the turtle. Kiel VJ looking low. Heath on his tail. There's a few Wisps coming out. Kiel VJ suffers first blood. The machine gets his prey. And Chaknu recalls out of there.
And there you go, Omega. The controlled way of playing it actually is winning them the game. Execration, they're trying to be chaotic, but they are doing it at the wrong moment. That should not have been an execution for Execration.
Crazy. The juxtaposition, the oxymoron and poetic way that this game is playing out. Execration, their draft was super controlled. Omega was a little crazier.
Yeah.
This time it's Omega, super disciplined. They didn't lose that character. Of course, they lost Dale along the way, but they're still the Omega we know.
Yeah, I mean, why not he's doing his own twist on the team, but this is definitely the same players we've known and loved last season.
Why not himself having some pro experience? He knows what it's like to be
He
on
knows
the
how
land
to
of
play.
Dawn.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He knows what it's like to be on the land of Dawn. So I don't doubt that he may have been one of the few who cooked this up. Hajizi picks up his jungle item right here. That's gonna stack up some creeps, get him some magic damage along the way. Again, 3 minutes 45 seconds in, just one kill, putting Omega up by about 1,500 gold ahead.
Yeah.
Where might the next fight happen? Here we go. Heath finds some wisps onto Kiel VJ. That is some just perfect targeting. He's able to put all the wisps on a single hero.
Right on the docket, and nasty damage. I just want to highlight how Heath is now the guy who is on this mage. When normally you would see him just on some solid tanks, expect him on the Hilda, you expect him on the Jawhead, you don't expect him on the Matilda.
But here we go. Chaknu gonna be another target here. Deadly magic placed in, circling Eagle. Caca! Chaknu survives. Not enough damage placed onto him. Kelra pops the puissance here, just pushing back all 4 members of Omega as they go for the second turtle of the game. Etomax laying a few chaos bolts down. This is justice. Toshi not ready just yet. This is a late game hero if I've ever seen one. That's the second turtle. 100% take rate for Omega.
Yeah, contrary to what I said though, I mean, he still kind of plays it like a tank.
Yeah?
He's the guy who's diving right now.
Yeah.
And speaking of dives, we're about to see a big one.
Here we go, Kelra. Too much. To protect yourself against 4, there's a mirror move by Execration, but it might be 2 or 3 steps behind because Toshi knows. Toshi is aware that there's 2 up there. How funny is that? It's Renzio and KLVJ. These 2 know each other so well, but there's just not enough on them to chase an Alice that deep. KLVJ cutting the waves, cutting right into the box. Circling Eagle by Heath, catches KLVJ. Oh, and they disengage.
Seriously, loving the aggression from Heath here, but also at the same time, Jeezy and Hayes, they're oriented. They know that when Heath makes the call, they have to do it.
Yep. Oh, but wait, this is the call by Curtizi. He says Black Dragon form right now. Chaknu, implosion right in, gets knocked out by Hajizi. There's the puissance by Kelra, but they know to keep underneath the turret, which now, by the way, deals more damage, and they disengage. Rockhard, 75% every tick. More and more and more. Renzio's running.
That was huge, actually. That was really funny. Curtizi went in there with full HP, and after 3 tower hits, he had to go and get back home.
Yep.
That's just what happens right now. When you tower dive and when you do it incorrectly.
Kelra gets hit by the deadly magics. Etumax. Oh, KLVJ off-cam kill onto Curtizi. Again, you were just talking about how the turret had his way with Curtizi, and now Kiel just finishes the job. Down bottom, they left the wave in mid. Chaknu just playing the way Chaknu does. Chak Mamba just waiting in the bushes here.
Yeah, just go ahead and make some chaos on the map. Make him wonder, where am I going to be coming from?
Yeah, where's Joshua? Where's
Joshua? Where's this guy who just so awkward on interviews? I don't want to interview him. So right now the turtle is going to be the big one here. 2,000 gold still ahead for Omega is exactly where they should be. I would say they should be even more ahead. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, but I think Execration has just been playing the map well. Look at this, Rockhard. They're able to push up top, relatively so, by just having Renzio help KLVJ. But hold up, big fight breaking out here in the Turtle Pit. Hayes at half health. There's a circling eagle by Heath. But there's no damage in the backlines. Here comes Curtizi with a Black Dragon farm. Blazing duet placed in by KLVJ. Heath puts up a shield, survives just a little bit more. Renzio gonna get knocked out here. Hajizi gets it. Killing spree. The machine is yet to go down. 3-0-1. It's a messy fight, but nonetheless, Omega still gets away, I think, scot-free.
That was absolutely worth it for Execration. Itomax got the turtle buff.
That's one.
With only just one guy to pay for it.
They're still in it, I guess.
They're still in this, man. They got some damage for the mid game, unless Itomax goes down here.
Oh, saving himself
so
from
close.
The deadly magics. Pops the brilliance. Man, this guy, I love Etomax. I love how much he's grown through the years, and now playing more of a captain role for Execration. He is on point. He hasn't died yet, so I guess using that Impure Rage, he's just waiting to be able to pop out. Again, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, he does have the turtle buff. Right now, I feel like Curtizi is struggling. He's calling for Heath, man. Renzio, he just won't die.
Yeah.
Renzio just won't go down once for sure, but
doing his job, man.
It's just so hard for me to take this turret. Help me out, Heath.
That's right. Again, you got some more toughness when you're near a turret, but looks like he's gonna have to concede that. Curtizi and Heath just making some good pressure against a Paquito, and that's something that's a little bit difficult to pull off.
We are about 40 seconds away from Lord Etomax. Taken quite a few hits. He doesn't have the ult here to save him. Kelra gonna be the recipient of a deadly magic, but will survive nonetheless. Popping the Paisans on the way out. That's Toshi throwing out the flow. This turret in mid is standing strong still despite the amount of pressure Omega is placing. Rocker, I'd say maybe what? 3 out of 4 fights that happened in this game 9 minutes in, a lot of them happened like towards this area in mid.
You know what, hear me out. I feel like if you're ahead only by 3,000 against a lineup that has a Claude, you're actually behind.
You're in trouble.
You're gonna be in trouble after like 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
He's gonna get those items and it's gonna hurt.
Ooh, Hayes survives, but just for a few more seconds, because KLVJ put down enough damage as a trade.
1 for 1.
Hayes for Etumax. 4 for 4. That's a support for a support. Now KLVJ back to farming up. I think the next thing for Omega here is to pressure this turret. A little bit more of a choke for KLVJ. Make sure he doesn't have as much room to move around. Oh, we're looking for a move. I think Exa makes the call. Not worth it, guys. Back out.
Not worth it. Omega as well. We don't need that big lure. We don't need the level 2 Luminous. Let's go ahead. Execration will not expect this. And that lure is actually going down real quick.
Right here, right now, Chakno gonna be surviving a Deadly Magics again. very low success rate of kills by Hajizi. From that ult alone, now Hajizi gonna go down, KLVJ going into the back. That's a blazing duet, and there's a circling heal by Heath, getting knocked up. Hayes gets Renzio, but Etomax takes down Heath in response. 3 for 1 currently. Execration is winning this exchange. Toshi the only one left, and Kelra pushes him back. Execration steals the Lord from right underneath Omega's noses.
What I tell you, Leo, what I tell you. You're ahead by 3,000. That doesn't matter as much at this state of the game. You've got KLVJ. You got the king with the items that he needs. Look at that. Demon Hunter Sword, Golden Staff already on the way to the defensive that you need for that third slot.
Bow down. He's about to get his Athena's
You gotta bow
shield.
down, man.
He's about to get his Athena's shield. And was that a choke? Yeah, successful choke here by Execration.
Beautiful.
Taking the purple away from Hajizi. Now amuse me with this thought, Rockhart. Omega Esports. If they defend this Lord Shore successfully, that's one. But another, I'm guessing, is the Harley's fallen off. The Harley's deadline, the Harley's expiration date is nearing.
Yeah, I think we're going to see this Harley viable for maybe 3 more minutes.
3 more minutes.
3 more
Worst
minutes.
case scenario.
Because after that, Athena Shield is up.
That's it.
Man,
Kill can tank even Deadly Magic.
exactly.
Ooh.
There you go.
Trouble in paradise here for Omega. They had a very strong early game, but now in the late, now prepare to bow down to the king, the 2-time MPL champions. They're going to be going for the siege. He says all men at arms. They're pushing mid, they're pushing top. There's a nice fat wave down bottom prepping up as well. Here we go. That's going to be, Black Dragon form here by Curtizi pushing them back. This is still our base. A lot of damage being placed on the kill. He gets hit by the Deadly Magics. In mid, that's Chaknu trying to survive going into the bush here. Takes less than a few hits to survive from the Shah by Curtizi, and that's a successful defense by Omega.
Beautiful pickup here by Omega to go for the engagement. That's game sense by Curtizi. He knows that Execration, they're missing a few of those massive cooldowns. There's no big blazing duet to tank up, so he can make some disruptive plays. Hayes was actually the one taking aggro at the beginning of that match, or that fight. And it worked out very well. But they're only buying time here, Leo.
Yeah, it's crazy. To be honest, I have to add on another point to how Hayes and Heath are actually sharing the tank role between the Valir and the Valir and the Matilda. This is interesting again. It's all magic damage, but it's a gambit right now. Etomax gonna survive once more, doing the same exact trick. Hajizi, he's frustrated. I can see it right now. He's gonna go right into his bush here, going right into his buff. Renzio smells blood, gonna use Cyclone Eye, chase the little boy. He has a space escape. Don't do it. Now they push up top. They push mid as well. Execration, they get denied the penetration, but just for a minute or so. And right now they're going for a chase. Finally Renzio gets it. But here we go. Curtizi gonna finish the job. Gonna shut down the king. That's gonna be 1 for 1 off camera almost. Omega needs to clean house.
I mean, that's not bad at all for Omega. They got the job done with KLVJ's the assassination, but the Royal Guard, they're still alive, man. And they are kicking hard. Right now, Execration 3,000 gold ahead. This is a dangerous spot for Omega to be in.
Yeah. Again, Omega, what's their last resort here? What can they rely on? I guess Curtizi and Toshi diving in?
Exactly.
On to kill. They have to catch kill.
The problem with that is you also got to worry about Etomax, who nullifies Deadly Magic all by himself anyway. And if you don't take notice of this guy, he's gonna deal some massive damage with Chaos Bolts, the Darkening. So, I don't know. You got to split your eyes here a little bit when you're fighting against Execration.
Yep, not a good spot to be. Again, Omega, they lost their window at this point. They owned, the first 8-9 minutes? And then as soon as Kiel figured out his groove, he understood that it's my time, I'm ready. Now he has all items, all 6 in, man. All 6 in. Athena's shield, Queen's Wings. He can take even hits from Curtizi at this point.
And which is saying something. Again, that's the reason why you pick up the usual. You want him to be able to be disruptive to the main carry of the enemy. But at this point, Curtizi's gonna have the thing twice when he hits that ultimate.
Yeah, it has to matter right then and there. If not, it's gonna be another minute or so before you can take on Execration. And right now, you don't have that time. As Omega, time is not on your side.
Absolutely. Especially right now, the KLVJ can probably will down this Lord really quickly. And Omega's in no position to counter this at all.
Oh, Heath is in trouble. He does have an immortality. They're going to be popping it. Execration has to let go of the Lord. But for just this time around, Heath uses the Circling Eagle, but only once more as a last resort, trying to see his way out of there. Maybe a dash out. But right now, Execration, again, back to the task at hand. Lord. This is a Luminous Lord they're going for this time, 15 minutes in.
It was really funny what Heath was trying to do there. He's playing like a tank, and you can do that in the early game. But at this point, you can't.
Oh, here we go. They sense it. Black Dragon form. Gertizi's looking low. He is going to spy, but only for just a second more. And there's the
Toshi.
leading the way. Chaknu goes down. They're going to be trading out. Toshi taken down by Kelra. Hajizi's still in this. The machine gets shut down himself. The switch has been flicked. Hayes is the only one left, but only with... That's it. The
That's
wipeout. Kill VJ. The king finishes the game here. Execration takes game 1.
Is this the guy that looks like he's less than 100%?